And it's nice seeing you again. Let me say this very clearly that being Minister of Interior under the able leadership of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has been very interesting. And interesting in essence of the fact that we have a president who gives that free hand for you to work. I mean, the free hand that allows you to be creative, that allows you to be innovative, and that allows you to be able to implement key reforms, and I'll tell you that the biggest achievement for me is being the fact that we've been able to, that the renewed hope agenda of the president has been, we've been able to entrench it in terms of our workings in the Ministry of Interior and our agencies. Do not forget that the Ministry of Interior deals with all Nigerians, because border management, border control, these are issues that deals with Nigerians. And do not also forget that correctional service reforms is also very key in terms of our justice system, and of course the Nigerian Civil Security and Civil Defense Corps is also at the heart of the entrenchment of internal security mechanisms, especially critical national asset, and of course, and also the Federal Fire Service. So basically, the ministry deals with everyday Nigerians, deals with the yearnings of Nigerians, and I'll tell you that in the last 1 year. God has helped us, with the support of Mr. President, to be able to achieve almost all the things that we highlighted, that we planned to do within the first 12 months, in office. And also, we've been so lucky to be able to have very wonderful officers, working with us, and of course, core professionals. I'll tell you, for instance, in the issue of the correctional service, which is an area where we had a lot of issues, because I think the problems there, very endemic. It's been there for so many years. But with the committee that we've been able to set up, and Dr. Uju, who is on the United Nations list as one of the brains behind correctional service reforms all over the world, has graciously accepted to be the secretary of the committee, and we've been able to bring the best of minds, together to be able, small committee, because we don't want a big committee, we don't want a large system such that control becomes impossible. We want people that will be able to, technical, professional people, that will be able to give us results, because we want, so just as we've been able to solve the passport problem once and for all, we want to be able to solve the correctional issues once and for all, so that it's not about building strong individuals, it's about building strong institutions, so that even if tomorrow I'm not here in Interior, even if after President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration, by the grace of God, the correctional service will have been put on the right track, of performance. So that's part of what we're doing. So basically, to answer your question, I think that our biggest achievement so far is being able to build strong institutions, across board, because that's what is important. In the Nigerian Immigration Service, on the 1st of November, the contactless passport, biometric passport application system goes live. We'll start in Canada, because we're starting with Canada on the 1st, Then on the 15th, we'll be able to go to the UK, the US, and Italy. Then on the 1st of December, it goes live everywhere, even in Nigeria. So it means that the era when you need to even go to immigration office for biometric capture and whatever, you have to cancel a day's job, you have to inconvenience yourself, leave Abuja, central area, or Garuki to Soka, or you are in London, you are in Wolverhampton or in Birmingham, you have to travel to London, you are in Vancouver, you have to fly hours to get to Ottawa. Those days of inconveniences are gone. Because I always tell people, this is 2024. This is not 1904. This is 2024, the era of technology. So those era, finally, that which to me is like the last stage of our passport reform system. You know, don't forget that when we started, we cleared the backlog. That was the first one, to over 200,000. We said, okay, let's clear that. That's the short term, you know. Then the midterm was to bring integrity into our passport and travel document, which was what led us to the PKI, the PKD, you know, where Nigerian passport security is now, our passport security is now uploaded on a global directory of ICAO all over the world. So it means that that travel document of Nigeria can be verified, can be authenticated anywhere in the world. So the security feature you see in an American passport, the security feature you see in a Canadian passport, the security feature you see in a Chinese passport is what you get in a Nigerian passport. So we've been able to build that level of trust of the global community, you know, in terms of our passport system. And of course, working through the chain, automating the whole application process. And the final stage for us is, especially those in diaspora, you need to see the pain. So now, by November 1, that ends. So we know that, okay, even beyond President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration, the passport system has come to stay. It is that kind of mentality, that kind of vision that we have for the correctional center. So that by the time we're done with the correctional centers, no matter who comes as CG, no matter who comes as minister, no matter who comes as president in the future, we will know that we have a system that can withstand, you know, any government. So basically, it's about building strong institutions. So to wrap it up, I'll say this: our biggest achievement has been obviously building strong institutions in line with the Hope agenda of Mr. President. And of course, you asked about the issue, and I mean the biggest challenge. And I'll tell you, I've not really had too much of a challenge, and I'll tell you why. Because with all due respect, I have a president who supports innovation. I mean, all you need to do is to tell him this is what you want to do, and he gives you ideas. You know, he balances your views. He loves to engage. He engages you intellectually, like what some people call intellectual intercourse. You know, he likes to have that argument with you. He discusses with you, and once you're speaking sense, the president gives you the nod to go ahead. And once you go ahead, he protects you. You know, making sure you are doing the right thing. So we have been so fortunate. I will say that. So because of that, I wouldn't be able to say, oh, this has been a challenge or this has not been a challenge. It's about thinking of the idea, conceiving the idea, nurturing the idea, and implementing the idea, and making sure the idea works for the people.
Thank you very much.